All right, let's get growing. Day 17 of winter, year 2. We are very close to getting our return scepter. That is the next goal we are doing, is just one or two more money-making ventures, and then our return scepter will be in hand. One thing we could... No, I don't want to go back in the bed. Good morning, Shannon. Welcome in, welcome in. Shannon is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Shannon. We love you. I do know where you are, yes. And you are, of course, encouraged to stay there. Enjoy. Millie, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? All right. Let's get this day going. We are very close to our return scepter. Konkoro, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Good to see you in here. Neutral luck day. I think I want to make and sell some iridium bars today. We did do a Skull Cavern run yesterday, and we are going for this return scepter. Millie says, happy time zone. I hope you and son had a great time yesterday. We absolutely did, and I'm going to have to tell everybody about it. I'm going to wait a few minutes to get into that, though, so I don't have to tell that story 17 times. Needless to say, I am very happy and very sore. Well, making some baggy pants. You're going to have to tell us more about that, because that is a wild statement to just leave it at that. That is an absolutely wild statement to just leave it at that. I'm making some baggy pants. I need to know. I need to know what is going on over there. Yes. All right. Let's get this day going. What I think I did go to bed last night because I wanted to get out of here to go spend time with old son. So we actually have clean bags this morning, which is a new one. That's a new one for us. So we can get right into the day. All right, Mooshake and Moolady have been petted, Tumnus has been petted, and Alan have been petted. Oops. All right, let's get going. Crochet. It's got some green and yellow in it. Okay. Well, if you're willing, we would love to see it. If you're willing, we would love to see it. If not, that's fine. That's fine. No pressure. But if you would like to share, the link to the Discord is there. We're going to pet these coop animals. Millie's crocheting a shirt. Nice. Good morning, Mango. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Yes, Millie is a crafting beast. Just an absolute beast of the craft. Reptar has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Sir Exilot has been petted. And Ribbits has been petted. Throw in our stuff there. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. And I will water that bowl on the first try. Look at that. Look at that skill. Me and that pet bowl. Tell you what. Alright, we'll gather our fruit. And then we'll take care of our fishies. Still waiting on these pomegranates. It's going to be soon. It's going to be soon. But we've got fishies to take care of now. And we've got a shed that might be complete. I don't hear anything going on down there. So today might be another rush to Robin's day. No, it couldn't possibly be. I'm pretty sure it was just yesterday that we got her started on it. Oh no. You know what? I'm just going to throw away the quartz and I'm going to get this. That's how lazy I'm feeling. Here, not here. Yep. Yep, Shannon's lurking over at Ashy's. Oh my goodness, I'm pressing all kinds of buttons. I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Just bear with me. Ashy Kada. Oh, okay, I put an A in. There it is. Yeah, Shannon's over at Ashy's channel, and by all means, you're welcome all to go and check Ashy out. She's a wonderful person. All right. Let's see what's going on over here. Another mussel. Where's the mussel? We need a mussel. 7 cinder shards for the stingrays. That's an expensive pond. Oh yes, she did finish the shed. And she's on to the next fish pond already. Okay. So a mussel and some cinder shards. And we'll have those two taken care of. Now, Millie. Now. I don't think I'm doing the tuck. It could be a bit misconstrued. It is a nice idea. It's a nice idea. As you can see from that statement. Oh, they're calling that swearing, Shannon. They're calling that swearing. Let's keep that to a minimum, okay? Let's keep that to a minimum. I was making some iridium bars. We're just going to sell those. We have plenty of iridium bars. We have plenty of iridium. We're going to continue to have plenty of iridium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.5. So we need at least... we need 4 more stacks of stone to finish the fish ponds. And now, Millie. now. We need at least 4 more stacks of stone. And then we'll need a good bit more for all the preserve jars. Millie was naughty yesterday, Chill. She got herself banned for a second. Oh no. No, I know what goes on when I'm not around. And that's fine. That's not my space. That's your space. You get to manage your space however you please. Okay. So, a mussel and 7 cinder shards, which is an interesting number. The fish are swimming in circles. Looks like they're jumping. This cinder shard is satisfactory for our needs. I cannot wait to get dragon's teeth from this thing. Cannot wait. Let's see. I think... So we can put the eggs in the fridge anytime. We need to do this. I need to look into... We'll get on the wiki and we'll look at the cheapest way to finish this quest. We can just blame Wolfie. No, don't blame Wolfie. There's a little guide to just purchase all this stuff. Shannon is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Shannon. We love you. We just need to keep getting back to Ginger Island. We are going to finish this, thankfully. That will get us the solar panel recipe so that we can craft one. We don't really need any more than one. We're not in an emergency for battery packs. We have almost 100 already. And we don't really have a huge need for them. Our current crystallarium setup is already enough. And we don't need a ton of iridium sprinklers, and we can just buy them from Krobus on Fridays when we do need them. So, but we definitely need to finish this quest. So after I get done with our chores here, we will look into what we need to do to finish that quest. There's a little guide on the wiki somewhere that tells us exactly what's the cheapest item to fulfill each requirement. Due to my current hoarding nature, I'm not going to be using anything that we have except for possibly copper ore. That one I would be willing to do. Okay. So we'll go pop these in the bin. I'm liking having the larger stacks of things so that this goes a little smoother, more smoothly. Okay, mutant carp. Where's our legend 2? 20 legend 2 and 16 legend. Look at that. So that's, what is that? That's 140,000 in that stack right there. And then another 100,000 here. So this shed is going to be popping off, as they say. See how cool and with it I am? I'm really reaching here. The blobfish roe I know is expensive. Super cucumber roe. Glacier fish, there we go. Am I missing any legendary fish here? Before I get into the, nope, okay. So we'll do the stingray, and then we'll just get large stacks of stuff. And that should fill out the shed. 20 Legend 2 row. So the Legend 2s are already paying their dues. And that is exactly what I was looking for. That's going to propel us towards that golden clock after we get our return scepter here. Interestingly enough, on this playthrough, the return scepter is not as useful because of our fish till we pass out. But it's still a very nice quality of life thing for when my ADD forgetfulness happens to get in the way of gameplay. We can just pop right on back, grab what it is we needed, and get back to business. Alright, so we really are stacking it up here though. Look at how much we have left over. We need to make more preserve jars, and we need to start filling this other shed. We've got our nice little shed here. Once it's full, then we'll have her upgrade it to the big shed. I think our wood is going to be the issue here. Yes. We do not have enough wood to make a big stack of preserve jars because each preserve jar is 50 wood. So we would only be able to make 5. I'm not even going to bother. Not even going to bother. So we want to look into the Queen's Prismatic Range. That is what we want to do. And I will we've got an ad break coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and push the ad break, and I'm just going to look into the Prismatic Grange quest completion while the ads are playing. So there is an ad break coming up. For anyone that is not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. I know I can be a little quiet. I know the ads can be a little loud. You're not going to miss anything. I'm just going to be browsing the wiki for a while. So for anyone that's not subscribed, the ads are coming in 10 seconds, and I will see you in a couple minutes. Alright, we should all be back from ads now. So let me take that down. And I have found the little cheat sheet for the Queen's Prismatic Grange quest. So it is quite easy, and copper ore is one of the things. Hay from Marnie's Ranch is one of the other things, and I need to buy that anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our copper ore. Okay, and that's close enough. I just don't want to be carrying all of it. That's all. Whoops. I'll carry all of it. Never mind. Hay from Marnie's Ranch is one of the other things. Emma is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Emma. We love you. I hope you're having a wonderful time. So we're going to head on down to Marnie's Ranch. We're going to grab a bunch of hay because I also need hay for the barns anyway. And our grass is starting to look fairly sparse. So I will get extra. And we'll have a look at this raccoon while we're here. Cave carrot juice and pickled winter root. Okay. Cave carrot juice, pickled winter root. I'll try to remember that for when we're back at the house. I very likely will not remember it. Alright, supplies we need. The animal catalog. Oh, thank God. We'll just do that for now. That should last us. 200 more hay in the silo should last us. Okay, and we're not there yet. We're not getting the turtle pet just yet, Millie, but we are getting there. We are getting there. After we get the return scepter and we get back up to 1 million or 2 gold, we'll go ahead and splurge on the turtle pet. I did refill my tea while we were on ad break. So it's nice and hot again. I'm back to my dandelion root tea today, just relaxing with it. Okay, and we'll make sure that we give her her peach, since I don't usually get to see her very often. And we'll talk to everyone as well that we see. I don't know if we're friendly enough with... Oh, we are. And we've got a cutscene. I don't come down here very often. Oh, hi, Chill. Come in, come in. Oh, here comes the dog. I'm just working on this sculpture here. Come here, watch this. It's a rare artist that wants you to watch them work. Hey, buddy. The little buddy's down here beside me now. See that? I'm revealing the essence of the wood. Once you get past the outer layers, the true nature starts to show. Creepy, may I have a kiss? That is creepy. I don't know. I do prefer the look of raw, unadulterated wood. There's nothing wrong with that. I think there's lots of beauty to be found in raw, untouched nature, yes. But as a human, I'm also interested in how we shape and interpret the world around us. I guess what I'm saying is that I'm interested in art. We don't need to get into a discussion of what is art, do we? I first visited this valley as a little girl while on vacation with my parents. I knew I had to come back someday. This place has great artistic potential. Although I have to admit, it's not easy to pay the bills as an artist. I can imagine. Why don't you have an art show in town? I love art shows in town. They're always so pleasant. Interesting. I guess that could set the wheels in motion to making Pelican Town a true art destination. But what if no one likes my sculptures? I would be crushed. I'll have to think about it. I tried to run away. I started pressing the movement keys. Well, thanks for stopping by, Chill. I really thought the conversation was over. I was trying to run away. An art show for the whole village. That's a bold idea, Chill. Oh, we've already given her 2 gifts. How about that? Is Jazz over here jumping rope? No. Okay, so she's probably at the museum. We need to stop by the saloon for spaghetti and salad. Let me just check on that. Spaghetti and salad and Joja Cola, which actually we probably have a bunch of Joja Cola at home. I wasn't thinking about that, but it's very cheap. so it's not a problem. But we are going to have to stop back by the house anyway to get the rest of this void essence. Uh-oh, here we go. A shadow person above ground. This is outrageous. Your people were responsible for the death of my entire family. If you dwarves hadn't driven us from our ancestral home, we'd never have had to resort to violence. I'm sorry about your family. Sorry is not going to cut it. And then we have a kind of a comical fight going on. Break it up, you two. Let me at him. He's despicable. Come and get it, Shrimpy. Nope, Shrimpy's not here. Whoop. He gave him the hot feet. Silence, both of you. The elemental wars have long been finished. You have no reason to be fighting any longer. The two of you must make peace for the sake of the humans that live around you. Surely you can see that. Very well. I'll stay away from the sewer from now on. Yeah, dwarf, I've never seen you outside of the mines anyway. And I am truly sorry about the past, dwarf. I have no personal gripe with you. Very good. I shall cast a seal of promise to finalize this agreement. All right. The seal of promise has been cast. They are not allowed to fight anymore. A little bruised, but I'm okay. Okay, we're just going to grab this void essence. I forgot to take the void essence from my chest. I believe we should have enough. If not, we'll have to find a different item to fill out the purple requirement, which could just be iridium ore, to be fair. Although that might be blue, I don't know. Okay. So that's that. So now we head over to the Stardrop Saloon to buy 100 salads and 100 spaghetti. We are apparently a very hungry lad today. This I only need exactly 100 of each. Okay, and then we need to go to the vending machine. Oh no, do I actually have to do this 100 times? Hold up. Okay, so I can do this. I think I'll just do 25 or so. And then we'll head back to the house. And we'll see how many we have in a chest. That was kind of an annoying little interaction. It is the wizard's birthday today. So maybe we should go give him something. Let's look for the wizard's favorite foods. Or not just foods, but the wizard's favorite items. Void essence and solar essence. Or a purple mushroom. Okay. So we have that. We have that. So we'll head back and we'll grab these things. I do want to... I can't get into Willie's after he's closed. So I do want to go ahead and I think we're going to skip the wizard's birthday. Oh, we need 3 more Joja Colas. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then we need the void essences. Oh yes, we have plenty of those. We have plenty of those. Okay. There we go. Marnie being away from her desk is no longer an obstacle. I do need to grab 3 more Joja Colas from the machine, and then we can go finish that. As long as I can get back to Willie's in time, then we'll have our first Queen quest complete. Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. Okay, we got around him. I'm not stopping for anyone. I'm going to try to get through the door. For our Queen quest. Oh, please, please, please. Oh, I just made it through. The Queen quest is Queen's Prismatic Grange. We need to get 100 each of the rainbow colors. 100 red, 100 orange, 100 yellow, 100 green, 100 blue, 100 purple. So that's what we've got here. The blue is the Joja Cola. Red spaghetti, green salad, purple void essence, yellow hay, and orange copper ore. Gems. I looked it up on the wiki. This is the cheapest way to get it done. It's in total, if we had purchased everything, which we didn't, would have been 85,000 gold to get the quest done. But we didn't purchase everything. We did have some. So it was a lot less than that. There we go. Give 50 loved gifts in 1 week. That's not going to happen. Like 100 rubies, 100 emerald. Oh, no, it does not have to be gems. No, no, no. It can be any item. Any item that's that color. Keys Hungry Challenge. Make it to level 100 in the Skull Cavern. However, you can't eat or drink anything while there. I mean, we might be able to get that done by just using a bunch of staircases. But that's actually a really hard one. I'm not going to lie. That's a hard one. We would indeed need to staircase our way down to get that one done. So we could either do a Junimo chest here, or we could just keep... I think I'm just going to keep saving for Pierre's missing stock list. Oh yeah, no, that's a much more expensive way to do that. So it can be absolutely any item. The copper ore is very cheap. The hay is very cheap. I think I'm just going to save for Pierre's missing stock list, because that's going to open up all of the crops that we need so that we can grow 25 of everything or whatever on Ginger Island Farm. I mean, the key to the town would be nice right out of the gate. I might just grab that immediately. And then these recipes, we don't actually need them for anything except for the crafting. Oh, we can buy key gems with our extra golden walnuts. I never knew that. Chill, have you always lived on a farmstead, or is that just something you decided you wanted to do? It's kind of what I grew up with. And I've been elsewhere. I have lived in towns. I've lived in other situations, and I found myself coming back to it. It's what I love. I love my mountains. I love my farms. I wouldn't really want it any other way. I did have to experience some other things to learn that. You know, I did have to leave. I did have to go live in an apartment and a townhouse to find out that I really do not enjoy that style of life. I know plenty of people that do. There's lots of upsides to living in a city. But it's just not for me. I'm just going to grab the key to the town. And then we're going to do a double check on whether or not we have used all of our golden walnuts before I spend the extras on key gems. I'm kind of a hermit. I like living in an isolated place. I like being able to walk outside directly into the woods and nature. It's very important to me personally. There are definitely sacrifices, right? It takes me a long time just to go get groceries. It's kind of an event to just go to town. But, so I go to town about once a week usually. Wife and I have a bit of land, garden, but not enough to legally be a farmstead, tax-wise. Okay. It's your dream to one day have a good bit of land and some animals. It just costs so much these days to get to that point, it feels. Yes, and I can say, I won the lottery, right? I'm lucky to be here. I can't mince words about that. This farm 20 years ago was very affordable, Not so much today. Not so much today. I couldn't possibly afford this very farm today. Couldn't possibly. So I got lucky. And I am appreciative of that. I'm grateful for that. It could be, though, as time goes on, that I may not be able to afford to stay here. As civilization encroaches and property taxes go up, I may have to move further into the woods. If I could, I would live in the woods area, but unfortunately not disabled friendly. That's very true. And I will have to think about that as I age. I had to settle for an apartment, live in a small area, still cozy, don't have to be far from parks and nature. That's the important part for me. Ginger heard the Parrot Express. Ginger heard the Parrot Express. That was funny. Okay, we're 9 off the Ginger goal. Yes, definitely not disabled friendly, and I may have to rethink that as I age. But that's hopefully a couple decades away. Okay, we've got nothing else going on here. I'll put this excess hay into the silo. And now we're about full. Right. No, it's really funny because I have had to... I listen back, I watch my VODs back, right, every day as part of my daily routine, so that I can find the shorts and so that I can try to improve as a streamer and so that I can not hate listening to my own voice as much. And I've had to start doing it with headphones on because when the birds hear themselves, they go absolutely nuts. Being a true farmstead here has animal and land size requirements. If we can get that, there's 0 property taxes here. Yeah, we do have homestead exemptions, but it doesn't cover everything all of the time. So, as the civilization encroaches, things change. I watched this happen where I grew up, and it's slowly but surely happening here. I may be long gone by the time it happens here. I may very well be able to live out my life here, but where I grew up was also a farming area, and civilization just slowly got closer and closer, and roads were widened traffic lights were put in, malls were built, office complexes were built, townhouse complexes were built, apartment complexes were built, and slowly but surely there were no woods left, there were no fields left, it was all built up. And I watched a lot of farms eventually be, forced out because the laws changed, the taxes changed over the years. As it got more built up, the taxes started to be based upon road frontage, linear footage. The linear footage of road frontage that your property had was what then determined your taxes. So all of the farms, by that point, they had built roads around every property border of all of the farms, and so it became impossible to afford to stay. So I watched that happen where I grew up, and thankfully it hasn't been going that way here yet, but it very well could in the future. The tree registries are so important. Yes, that is important. Thankfully you do have that. A lot of places don't. The only trees on this property that would be old enough to be registered, I think I have maybe 4 or 5 left that are alive. But the ones that are a couple hundred years old, the big sturdy oaks and such, they've been just kind of slowly dying off over the years. Just of old age, I would guess. So that's been a little sad, but that's the natural life cycle of things. But I do have probably 4 or 5 trees that are at least 150 years old, still standing. Alright, we got the Queen's Prismatic Grange. I'm not 100% certain I'm even going to complete this one. We're definitely going to complete this. We could take those eggs over now, and that way we auto-complete when we harvest our last egg. And we should finish this one within the next day or two. Got some ash junipers that are about 250 years old, but there's a live oak near me that's huge, dated to be over 800. Yeah, those live oaks, they're amazing. They really are amazing. They're a thing to behold. Alright, yeah, one stack of just 50 right there. Ginger has awoken. Another book. We'll go drop these eggs in. I've just recalled it is cave carrot juice and pickled winter root for the raccoon. So we will go ahead and put those in. Hey Wax, how's it growing? Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. It's going well here. As you can hear, Ginger is awake and possibly confused. She's being a bit loud. She's trying to make sure that Fred wakes up too, I guess. So we're just cooking along here. We did finish a queen quest today, so we were able to get the key to the town. That's another quality of life thing, so that we can get in and out of places, specifically Willie's, especially Willie's, to get over to Ginger Island. Alright. Right, I spoke with her this morning. And I think we're bound to be making some progress here. Right? We are. We're maxed out with Willie now. That's good news. We're getting close with Pam, Lewis, and Gus. And we're making some progress. Where is Elliot? Elliot's there. So we're not that far off. Really just a day with some Star Drop tea and we'll have him maxed out. We'll go ahead and get married in the spring. We'll get that Star Drop. And we'll get that going. I might just bring the birds out here in half an hour, a little bit early today, and we'll see how that goes. But I think for right this second, I am going to go ahead and go kiss the birds just to see what's up. I'll be right back. Alright, the birds have been kissed. I'm honestly not sure what Ginger is yelling about this morning, but we will remedy that during the next ad break. I got that back on. Alright, so yeah, we'll put our eggs in the fridge. We'll go back and we'll get the pickled winter root. No, yes, pickled winter root and cave carrot juice brewing at the house. Mango, I've actually got some pictures I will put in the Discord later of a sycamore that's probably in the 150-year-old region. I think I'm just going to let Ginger hash this one out on her own. I think I'm just going to let her hash this out on her own. Cave carrot and winter root. Okay. It's pickled winter root, cave carrot juice. I hope I got that right. I could very easily have gotten that wrong. Alright, and now I think it's just fish till we pass out. I'll put another round of iridium. Hey Wolfie. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing today? Oh, we're just... I think, is this our first day? We're just finishing up our first day. That was a long first day. Yeah, I think that this was the first day of the stream. That's crazy. The hugs are only self hugs, but thank you, Wolfie. Thank you. Hugs right back at you. I've only done the hugs for yourself. I want to leave it so that no one that doesn't want one will get one, if you know what I'm saying. Oh my goodness, Ginger. Ginger is having a day. I do think that that the dog has an effect here. But the dog is by me, and Ginger is throwing a fit in her room, so I'm not exactly sure. Casey, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Oh, actually, Casey, I've got something that I need to look up just to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Yes, Medora Bay. Okay. Yesterday we were talking about spending time in Australia, and I was saying there was a place that we used to stay. This was long before it's Medora Bay. We used to stay there. It's just outside Perth. And when I was a kid, we would go there, and it was just cattle ranches and a couple beach houses. And it's so built up now, I didn't even recognize it. That was all. I just couldn't remember the name of it. It's Medora Bay. Wolfie with the 40 stream streak. Thank you, Wolfie. I appreciate you and your company. It's always a joy. Haven't heard of it. I've only been to Perth once. Okay. I really enjoyed Perth. I enjoyed Sydney too. I enjoyed everywhere we went. But it was vacation, so that tends to happen. But yes, as a child, we would stay there, and there was only a couple houses and a bunch of cow fields. And now it is, I guess, a very posh beach neighborhood. I didn't even recognize it. I couldn't pick out where we used to stay. And that will happen. Yes, that seems to be happening in a lot of places. Exactly, that will happen. We were actually just talking about that a little bit ago with here, talking about farms and property. All right, there is our return scepter. Good morning, Ember. How's it growing? Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. Uh-oh, ladders and shafts. And it's a good luck day. Okay, we can continue on about our business. Pepper poppers. Marlin picked us up. Dear Chill, excuse me a second. Dear Chill, I would like to give you some information about an upcoming event, the Feast of the Winter Star. It's a time for the community to come together and think back on all the good fortune we've had this year. A favorite tradition is the secret gift exchange where everyone in town is randomly assigned to someone else. On the day of the festival, everyone brings a gift for their secret friend and surprises them with something special. This year, your secret friend is Elliot. This happened with us last time too. We got Harvey back in the other challenge. It's growing okay, thank you. Just cross-stitching while the weather tries to make up its mind. How's it growing with you? How's your son? Very well. Nessie. I missed your stream yesterday and it did not feel good. It did not feel good. We are marrying Elliot in this run, yes, and we just happened to get him for the Feast of the Winter Star. Isn't that crazy? If anyone was not currently already aware, Nessie is the coziest streamer on the internet. She does hold the trophy, don't let her tell you otherwise. Oh, Ness. Yes, we are marrying Elliot. Yes. So I think enough people have filtered in here that I can tell this story once. So time with old son went very well. He's a military guy now, and so he's got to do his daily gym routine. So I figured, I've never been to a gym in my life. The last time I was in a gym was for high school sports. But I'm a farm boy. I can hang, right? I can keep up. Whatever you can lift, I can lift. Oh, no. Absolutely not. I kept up okay. But we had a great time. We had a great time, and I am very sore now. I did keep up okay, but he has absolutely gotten very strong while in the military, I gotta say. So we had a very fun time. We went to the gym, we went out to dinner. We just kind of hung out. Yes, I am very sore though. Generally with work, I don't isolate muscle groups, right? Like that's if you're lifting something and you're doing it with only one muscle group, you're doing it wrong at work. You should be using your whole body. You should be engaging every muscle in your body to make sure that you don't injure yourself. But at the gym, you're only supposed to isolate one muscle with each exercise, and that is so foreign to me. I was like a babe in the woods. I was absolutely lost, but we had a great time. Sore muscles, very good excuse to keep yourself warm now. Yes, well, we're going back today. He has the whole routine. So we're going back today. I think today's leg day. Yesterday was called pull day, where we do all the pulling. Today is leg day, which is pretty self-explanatory. And then there's a push day, where we do all the pushing. And then there's a something else day. I don't know all of them. Yes. I mean, I have done, I've used machines for physical therapy when I've been injured, but nothing like this. Yes, there's a whole day for everything. It was pull day yesterday. Today, I think, is leg day. Tomorrow is push day. And then there's like a shoulder day and a core day. He takes one rest day a week. 6 days a week he's at the gym. Because that's the military way. You actually have to. That's part of their requirements. Did we not? I really thought that was enough to get us to 2 million. Oh well. Maybe we sell some things. Maybe we sell some things. So yes, we had a great time. We're going to be back to the gym again today. Leg days are great. They used to be my favorite before the disability hit. Good game, chill for working out so hard. Yes, well, I've got to at least try to give myself a good showing, right? Remember to rest too. Yes. Thankfully, with each day targeting different parts of the body, I can do this with him all week, and hopefully I won't be overdoing it, because it'll be a different muscle group. I'm very sore in certain parts, but we're not going to use those parts today, so it should be okay. That's pretty much the whole point of it, I guess. We need to start rebuilding our stock of Joja-Colas. My favorite exercise was and still is swimming. Yes, absolutely. When I was in physical therapy, that was a big part of my recovery, because I was non-weight bearing for a good 2 years, year and a half, and so a lot of that took place in the pool. I think maybe we just go sell this to Clint to finish off our needs for the return scepter. Can't swim as intense as I used to because of my disability, but I can still swim for fun. That's still a good exercise. Swimming in any capacity is still a good exercise. Yeah. So I think I'll drop these off at Clint so that we can buy our return scepter today. I think Robin should be finished there, so we'll probably head back up to Robin's. It is a Thursday, so we'll head over to the desert as well. There's a lot of stuff going on today. Good morning, animals. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted, and Alan have been petted. Didn't know you needed physical therapy. Well done, my friend. Be quite a, yes, this was a long time ago, Ember. This was a long time ago. Obviously, it still affects me. It was a very serious work accident that easily could have been much worse. But I did recover. It took a very long time. I was off work for a full 2 years. There was a period of time where I wasn't sure if I would ever walk again, but the doctors and physical therapists were absolute miracle workers, and we put a lot of work in, and now I can do anything I want to do. I just have to pay for it later. You know, I have what's called chronic progressive arthritis, which is slowly closing every joint that was affected. And I have quite a ways left before they'll do full joint replacements because I'm still too active. They don't want to do joint replacements while I'm still an active adult. So yes. I'm physically able to do anything that I so desire. I just have to pay for it with a certain number of days of pain afterwards. So, generally, if it has anything to do with my kids, every single day of pain is worth it. Ness, oh, you're on your lunch break. Well, thank you for coming to hang out with us. Millie used to do figure skating and swimming competition. Wow. Before disability got worse. Really miss ice skating, though. Yeah, I've only ice skated recreationally a couple times, but I absolutely loved it. It's so fun. And I still do it, you know, on the pond during the winter time, but that's just a little bit of fun. Quackers has been petted, Reptar has been petted, Ribbits has been petted, Duck Vader has been petted, Chickadee has been petted. Sir Exolot has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. And Nugget has been petted. I actually found ice skating to feel fairly natural. It was very enjoyable. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Mug still has not arrived. Oh no. The darn postman. Someone, I hate to say it, someone is sitting in a comfy chair somewhere, having a nice cup of coffee in a Stardew Valley mug. Does the tracking still say it's out for delivery? Sorry to hear it. Sounds really difficult. Really happy you managed to recover some strength. Can understand why you were so passionate about Whimsy's work situation. Yes, exactly. Currently have to pay for too much physical activity by having abdominal pain issues. Later, it's hard to decide what's worth the cost. Exactly. But I think if I had kids, I would be in the same mindset as you. Yes. Just make sure you rest. Yes. Everything, it's always, if it's playing sports with the kids, I'm going to do it regardless. And it's going to be 3 to 5 days of pain. Like this stuff at the gym is not really going to cause arthritis pain, I don't think. Just regular muscle soreness. They didn't even try, but I've managed to redirect it now. Okay. Like Bambi on ice nowadays. Lost so much of my balance. Will fall on my butt. Oh. Have to go and collect it myself. But that, yes. You will definitely get it now, though. That's at least a bonus. You now will definitely get it if you go collect it yourself. A little bit of extra effort, possibly a lot of extra effort, but a guaranteed result. We like those. We'll take those, right? Alright, and Robin did indeed finish that next pond, so we'll go ahead and get her started on the next one. We're not going to need the upgraded shed for quite a while, because we're going to need to build all those preserve jars before we even need it. So, for now, we just get her started on another pond. We head over to the desert for our magic rock candy. We go over to Clint's to sell him these iridium bars so that we can pick up the return scepter from Krobus, and then head over to Ginger Island to finish this quest. Suggested one myself, but my partner was right, they wouldn't care. No, yeah, they wouldn't. For the next 2 days off to enjoy the new mug. Absolutely, that sounds wonderful. Alright, let's get this stuff put away. Yes, I look forward to seeing it. I saw the picture online, but I still look forward to seeing it on your stream. They might get accessibility things for your ice arena, so maybe they'll be able to do ice skating. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I hope they do. So Robin comes first. We are going to have to do some intentional fishing on the farm for seaweed stacking soon enough. We are starting to run low on seaweed. We only have 5 fish ponds worth of seaweed left. So we're getting into emergency territory here. We're going to have to spend some extra time fishing on the farm. So we'll go ahead and get our next fish pond. And while we're here, I'll try to remember to mark the next fish pond. I'll do that now. Progress 57. Also, I forgot to take down our pass out counter last night. There we go. Got some new tea too to indulge in something different. A mango and lychee green tea. Might grab a sweet treat on my way back home. The mango lychee green tea sounds very sweet, actually. Whimsy, welcome in. How's it growing? Have you slept in this morning, Whimsy? Have you had a nice sleep? Yeah, Ness, that tea sounds very sweet already. Mango and lychee. Alright, let's go give Sebastian... Oh, okay, he's still in bed. He's a late sleeper. We've already given him 2 gifts. Growing good, had a nice slumber. Yes, good. That's wonderful to hear. I'm good. I maybe didn't sleep so well. I was a bit sore. Old son took me and we did some military routine at the gym. I was telling everybody. I did keep up okay, but I'm very sore in those muscles now, and we're going back today for leg day. So by the end of the week, I'm going to be sore everywhere on my body, but it's a good time. It's a good effort and well worth it. And bonus, I finally got a gym membership. I should have gotten it long ago. Okay, so now we head to the desert to get our magic rock candy for the week. Star and I went for a nice walk this morning. Nice. The gym is scary, yeah. It was a bit overwhelming. I was telling them, it's been since high school sports, since I've been on the inside of a gym. So I was completely lost. He walked me through everything. I'm taking notes. And I now have a gym membership. And if for no other reason, because I'm going to have to go back to work soon anyway, so I'm probably not going to want to be going to the gym once I get back to work. But if for no other reason, they have massage chairs there, and for $25 a month, I can get massages anytime I want. So I think that's worth it. Shadow is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Shadow. We love you. Yeah, so if for no other reason, the $25 a month to have massages anytime I please, after or even before work, would be really nice. All right, so we might as well get the other stuff while we're there. I don't think we need more spicy eel right now, though. I think I'll just save the rubies, to be honest. So we're just getting the magic rock candy. And some coffee. Those massage chairs are so nice, right? Right? That's worth $25 a month right there. I'm straight. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? I'm doing well. Having a good day, hanging out with these fine folks. Let's grab our magic rock candy. There we go. And that's all we wanted here. We're working on our fish pond challenge here. We're making progress. We're over halfway done. So we're just hanging out and chilling while we make our slow progress. We're doing perfection in the meantime as a side quest. So we're just kind of chipping away. Chipping away. I make mistakes and fail every day. We laugh them off and we keep on growing. A little awkward saying, I'm straight. My name's Riley. Well, welcome in, Riley. Thank you for that. Thank you for that clarification. It is a little awkward. It is a little awkward. So that's wonderful. It's nice to meet you, Riley, and welcome in. We're just going to sell our iridium bars so that we can run over to Krobus and grab that return scepter. Riley, everyone is welcome here if you're willing to chill. That's all. That's it. If you're here to chill, then you are 100% welcome. So we're going to go ahead and grab our return scepter today. That was a big one. We are now super broke. We only have 80,000 gold, but that will come. We are working our way up towards that million a week. Nice. That's good to hear. We are making our way up towards that million a week goal. Yes. Oh, we've already given Willie 2 gifts. So we'll head over. I think we should be able to get the rest of that ginger today. I think we need 9 more ginger. Only one person. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, and we do have the extra heart buff today, so this is going well. I made it when I thought being gay was bad. I know it's not, though. Love is love. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. So, so your name is very much a misnomer then. All right. So we're just looking for ginger here right now. right? We'll finish this when we pick up the last egg in a couple days. We just need 9 ginger, and we're very unlikely to do this. You guys know me. I'm not going to make it to level 100 without having some cheese. I have no idea. Riley, it was Riley, wasn't it? Yes. I'm not up on Twitch. I don't really know how Twitch works. Everyone here can attest to that. I'm doing my best, but I definitely cannot give advice on how to make that work. But I will say, Toast just changed his name. Yes, we're all very. I'm probably one of the only straight people in this chat, to be fair. But Toast just changed his name. Mango says you can change it in the settings. Millie says you can change it in the settings. Uh-oh, we've got ads coming up. If you're not currently subscribed, please turn your volume down. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to refill my tea. I'm going to stretch my legs. So don't worry about that. I'm going to go get the birds as well. But there are ads coming up in 10 seconds. So if you're not currently subscribed, please turn your volume down. Thank you, and I will see you in a couple minutes. All right. Ads are still going, but the burbs are here. They've been having a weird morning. So we'll see. Rushing home because it's raining and I left the cat out. Oh no. Alright, I'm just gonna do that. And there we go. Okay, everyone should be back from ads. Sorry about that. I was a little rushed I waited too long to start the warning, but everyone did have a chance to turn down their volume, I think. So I will get caught up. Welcome in, Helen. I'm sorry for your timing. That was that was poor timing. You just happened to come in right before the ad break started. But welcome in. I hope you're still here, and I hope you're having a great day. How's it growing? Yes, Ember. I put it in chat there. Shadow did the Ginger and Fred ones, and Millie did the paired up Ginger and Fred ones. They're very cute. We love them. Helen, my cat, does nothing but snooze these days. Aw. Oh yes, I did make one of my own emotes. I did. That's the Rotten Peaches to memorialize our Market Farmer Challenge. But other people have done the rest of them. That's my only work right there. Alright, so the Burbs are in fact here. Streamlabs has been gifted a new subscription so that it can use the emotes. and we can get back going again. Yes, Shadow and Millie both did a wonderful job. Absolutely love it. And you can see on the screen, I use all of these in the, on the overlays because I love them. It's a funny story about that peach. But suffice it to say, Twitch didn't like it when I tried to make it move. So all we have is the static peach. I wanted it to be going through the air. But Twitch did not like that. Oh no, we only have one ginger here. We're not going to talk about why it took me 3 times to hit that ginger. What else? We've got that. Okay, so we can't get another queen quest just yet. I'm really hoping we do get all the ginger we need today. Just to get that out of the way. Robin is working on our next fish pond, so we've got that going for us. I did not yet put a fish in that, though. So that's one thing to do. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. So now we just need to ship 100 ginger. And watch this. Zap. 2 million gold well spent. I'm glad to have that. That always makes my life so much easier. Okay. So we'll throw this scapula in the artifacts chest. We'll put everything else away. I do need to think about not carrying something with me, right? I'd rather have everything in one row, but if I have to have the return scepter in the bottom corner, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. That way I won't accidentally click it, I guess. So that's not bad. I don't have to always carry the cheese with me. It's just habit. It's just habit. If we're not in the Skull Caverns, I pretty much don't need it. Okay, so let's get another Legend 2 into another pond. That's first order of business. And then we're going to want to make some pathing. I am currently out of golden animal crackers, so we'll need another one. But we'll make some pathing, and maybe we need to go farm some wood, actually, is what we need to do. Our mahogany farm is looking pretty good here. It's looking pretty good, so in the spring we can start cutting those down again. there's not much purpose to it at this point. I think we've kind of outgrown our need for hardwood. I think we probably have enough hardwood already. That's cooking. The Raccoon Quest stuff is already cooking. So we'll go ahead and clear out Cindersap Forest, and then we will check on the Quarry Forest Farm, and maybe give that a good clear as well. We need to build a lot of preserve jars right now. Hey, Ginger. We need to build another 138 preserve jars to fill up our second shed. And by the looks of our road chest, we actually need a third shed. I'm just not sure about how much room we have on the farm for a third shed. We'll have to see that as we go. Once we get down to the bottom with fish ponds, I'm hoping there is room for a third shed. But if there isn't, keep in mind eventually we may need to get rid of the coop and the barn. Their usefulness is pretty much over. We have enough stuff stockpiled where we don't necessarily need the animals anymore. I'd like to keep them as long as possible. But if we need that room for fish ponds and sheds, then they have to go. It is what it is. Based on my awfully flawed research, I think we should be able to keep them. But we'll see. We'll see. The old shaving enchantment on the axe has definitely been providing us with some extra wood. You can see the little chunks of wood falling off as we hit the trees. So that's 3 extra wood per tree. That would be interesting if you're using a regular axe, not an iridium axe. Lady Elena with the 3-stream streak. Welcome in. Thank you. It's good to see you in here. How's it growing? Better be using it. I paid 2 million gold for it. I am saving the books. We're hoarding everything. I don't know what the fish are going to ask for. I'm not spoiling it for myself. And maybe eventually we want those books for some reason. We'll head on over to the quarry. It does not, I guess being winter, nothing is really growing. So what we can do is we can clear the stones to make way for the trees. Up too early again. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, maybe a little bit before. But Sir Nobby did give me some relief. I don't know what your time zones are, but there are 2 streamers that can be streaming for me very early in the morning if I happen to get up. And what I'll do, I'll go ahead and put them in here. Why did the second shout out not work? Maybe it was on cooldown. Lady Elena, you have my blessing to nap. If you're on a couch, on a chair, at a table, on a bus, on a train, or at your desk at work, you have my blessing to nap. Ashy is raiding with a party of 4. Thank you, Ashy. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Shannon. Welcome in, Ashy. How's it growing? How did your Stardew end up? Mango up every day at 5 for work. Yep. Yep. Sometimes I sleep all the way into my alarm at 6. Most times I'm up before. Shadow is home. Maple has been let in. The world is back to normal now. Bringing clouds, sparkles, and good vibes. Wonderful. Oh, you were stickering. So you finished up Stardew and just went straight to the journal. Mango have a long commute bed to home office. You still need time for that morning routine though. Oops. Have spin the wheel of chaos redeemed. Shannon got stickers. Okay. Oh wait, it did shout you out auto. Okay, so that did work. Okay. Midstream sticker. Okay, I see. Yep, you've got that wheel of chaos is quite the interruption for Stardew playing, huh? We're just clearing out our quarry here right now. We're making progress. We're making all kinds of progress. As you well know, we make a little bit of progress every day. I fail, I make mistakes, and we keep moving forward. See the wheel of chaos. Well, if you let it, it will soon be the entire stream. You'll have to petition Twitch to create a new category that's just Wheel of Chaos category. Yeah, if you're having a good time, that's what it's all about. That's exactly what it's all about. So I guess you better get that email to Twitch ready to create a Wheel of Chaos category. We're just clearing this up. We just spent 2 million gold on the return scepter. Look at that beauty. Very worth 2 million gold. $2 million gold well spent. Ashy, if you figure out how to raid smoothly, please let me know. Please let me know. Report back with what you find. I think it's kind of a sore spot with everyone. Good, good, thank you. Oh, we don't need to do that. There we go. And we're home. And now we can fish until we pass out at home. I raid, then can see chat, but can't see the stream I raid into. Okay, that is weird. That is kind of weird. I don't have answers. I don't have answers. Farm Simulator 22. That's some intense gaming. I have one of those. Which one do I have? That might be the one I have, actually. I'll check during the next ad break. Check Farm Simulator. I have so many things. I could not really get into it. I couldn't really get into it. It was just too much tedium, I say, as we build 101 fish ponds. It was almost too realistic. You know what I mean? Like, I've driven I've driven hay balers for days on end. I've driven planters for days on end. I don't really want to do it in a video game. But it is very realistic, you know? If you've never worked on a farm in your life, they did a good job with those. Took me a while to figure it out, but just watched a lot of tutorials and became obsessed. Yes, I can definitely see that. If you've never actually done the thing in real life, then absolutely. They've done a really good job. It's a wonderful series of games. I couldn't really get into it myself. Just wait until you find out about Power Washing Simulator. Yeah. Ashy is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Ashy. We love you. Absolutely. Go take care of yourself. Do what you gotta do. Hydrate, eat, nap. Whimsy, yo, you have Power Washing Simulator. I've heard very good things about Power Washing Simulator. Hooked on House Flipper. Okay. Shannon is back. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Dead now, in pain, but home and comfy enough. Uh-oh. So it was a big day at work then. Well, I hope you can find some rest and comfort. Hot tea, hot soup, a warm blanket, hot water bottle, and a good nap. That dandelion root tea is good. We are just fishing until we pass out, hoping to get some seaweed here. And hoping that everyone takes it easy and gets their rest. Had to stand for long periods of time. Was promised an adjustable chair. Then you shall have an adjustable chair, right? Shannon has redeemed blessing to nap for Shadow. You don't need to sleep, but please rest up with the fur baby. Shadow, if you're on a couch, on a chair, at a table, on a bus, on a train, or at your desk at work, you have my blessing to nap. It does work. Just close your eyes. Whoop. Yes, you shall have the chair that you were promised. Oh, we don't even have our bobbers on. Why do we not have bobbers on? There we go. Very sore. A couple of blisters have popped in the night. Now the skin is gone. So it's just a big patch of raw skin. Has cream on it. It's wrapped. Yes. This should be about the worst of it right now. You're what? You're 4 days out? 5 days out? This should be about the worst patch for the next couple days. And then you'll start to notice it healing. And you said they gave you some better skincare stuff. So it's going to be very painful for the next couple days, but it should start to get better after that. And in the meantime, make sure your paperwork is good. Hey, Fred. Fred is looking like she's got something mischievous planned. Yeah. Yes, you did at yourself, Shadow. But I think we all understood what you were getting after. Alright, and there is our pass out for the day. Our meager 1,000 gold for the night. Okay, so let me adjust the pass out counter down to 18. Nice. Nice. Oh, we've got a butterfly somewhere in the valley. I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to chase after it, but we may happen upon it accidentally. Okay. I'm not quite sure what we've got going on today. We do... Oh, we did. We did in fact finish the ginger, so we just need to ship it. Let me get that. Let me get that before I forget. There we go. You missed Magic Rock Candy Day, but I did not, actually, Shannon. I remembered. So we got our Magic Rock Candy. How is the pupper? The pupper is good. He absolutely is eating turds. He's having a grand old time. Every time we go outside, he is sniffing all around. His little sniffer goes crazy. I see him take off in a direction, and then he is eating something on the ground, which I can only assume is a turd. So he's having a wonderful time. Whimsy is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Whimsy. We love you. And he did sleep in my bed last night. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't when he's here. But he did, in fact, sleep in my bed last night. Took up the entire bed, took up all the blankets. Amazing for a tiny little creature such as himself. I do not have a new dog. I'm watching this dog for the week while its owners are away. Yep, just like Maple. I mean, that picture you put in the Discord was almost exactly what it looked like this morning on my bed. This little dog just took up the whole bottom half of the bed, and I was left with a sheet to stay warm. At my wit's end, I desperately want to make a cocoa no-no at the saloon, but I have no way of getting a coconut. Can you help me? Absolutely. Anything for you, Gus. All you have to do is ask. Okay, so that's good. That will complete overnight. and we'll get these eggs. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. I'm very unlikely to do this, so we're not worried about it. What do we have on us? I'm getting rid of that wild bait. Your answer to that letter should have been no, no. Oh, come on. No, it's always yes for Gus. If Gus asks for anything, always yes. And I'll go ahead and grab that so that I don't forget. I have no idea what he means by Coco No No. I don't really know if there's something that has that term, if that's a name for something. I don't know. It sounds to me like something you wouldn't want to drink. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. We'll pet the coop animals. I have no idea. Oh boy. And Shadow is off. Puppies are adorable, but they do know how to steal all the blankets. When I had my Yorkshire Terrier, she always stole the blanket. And the love for belly rubs. Oh yes, this little puppers loves the belly rubs. If you went to pet her, she'd instantly roll over. That's exactly what he does. I don't even have to bend over to start petting him. I just walk up to him, and the feet are in the air. He's ready for it. Sharptooth has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Sir Eggs-a-Lot has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. And Chickadee has been petted. Yes, I absolutely miss my pets as well. Every one of them. That never goes away. They were family members. Okay, we're good there. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Fred. We're going to take care of our fishies here. And now that we have some wood, excuse me, I just want to harvest the row, thank you. Now that we have some wood from our adventures yesterday, we should be able to make at least a few preserve jars to get that second shed started. Dogs just have that unending, unconditional love thing going on. I just melt for it. Absolutely. It is the epitome of unconditional love. Maybe the Coco No No has no alcohol in it. That, you could be right. You could be onto something there. You could be onto something there. But yes, the unconditional love of a dog is just an amazing thing. They will always be there for you. Okay, that's it. Not my Coco No No. I don't know where we're... I'd put alcohol in it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, actually, one of the things Old Son insisted on, and I couldn't say no, was that we gather the ingredients for White Russians. Absolutely love White Russians. So we've got the vodka and Kahlua waiting for us this evening, and we had some ciders last night. The cider is a staple here. Not knowing what that is, I'm glad I at least have the context. What the White Russians? It's apparently, I was never aware of this, but the term White Russian was invented by the Coen brothers for the movie The Big Lebowski. Apparently, that was not an actual drink. It's vodka, Kahlua, and cream. So it's basically an alcoholic cappuccino at that point, and it's delicious. Okay, so we want to make preserve jars. What have we got? 9. That's all we got. Enough for 9 preserve jars, but it's the coal that is holding us back. So, it is time to buy more coal from Clint. It is time. We'll go ahead and spend every last cent we have to buy coal from Clint. And then I think we save. I found a picture of my old cat from when he was a kitty. Aww. I think we save for the golden clock next, and then after the golden clock is complete, that's when we do the rest of the obelisks. And hopefully by that time we have the dragon teeth for the Ginger Island obelisk. Because that is one thing you cannot buy. Money will not help you get dragon teeth. That's why we have a golden animal cracker on the stingray pond. So right now, I think we go drop off this coconut key. We have the key to the town, so we can go in the saloon even though it's 9 a.m. We can go see Gus back in his living room. And we can give him that coconut to complete that quest. Had to give him up because he kept biting. Not out of malice, though. Charlie was a toddler, kept putting his hands. Yeah. It can be hard. I mean, that's why one of the criteria when you go to adopt or get a pet, they have to tell you, is it okay to have children in the house? Coconut. Now there's a soothing sight for my winter eyes. It's going to be perfect for my Coco No-No. Thanks. You're welcome, Gus. Oh, we've already given him 2 gifts this week. Alright. So we'll head over to Clint's. Come on, I just want to give it to Pierre. I'm not trying to give it to Abigail. There we go. Yeah. Yep, you can't blame the cat for that, but at the same time that you can't have it in the house either. It's one of those situations. When you have little babies and little kids in the house, it can be very hard to deal with having pets. Okay. So we've gifted and talked to everyone that was going to Ginger Island. And of course it's Friday, so we can't buy coal today. Okay, so I guess we just go ahead and do some Cinder Shard and Dragon Tooth farming then. It seems like that's maybe what we do. That's going to be completed overnight. That's going to be completed tomorrow, and we're very unlikely to do that one, so I'm not worried about it. You know, I might as well buy an iridium sprinkler from Krobus. I might as well. Fully understand why they gave him to another loving home. Yeah, the shoes, the shoelaces, pom-poms, absolutely. That's why I have to wear my boots when I go visit animals. Got to wear leather boots because they're... Oh, and we did find the butterfly. How about that? Maple strangely will let you do anything to him. My old neighbor's kid used to pick him up and drag him around everywhere, despite how many times I told her to stop as he didn't like it. But he didn't once hiss or lay a claw on her. Maple is a special cat. Maple is a special cat. When I was younger, we used to have a dog in the house that was a special dog, kind of like that. And one time we were having a party at the house, and there was a baby. Someone had brought a baby, which is a very normal thing to do, of course. And this baby was just learning how to walk. It was starting to do the cruising stage of toddlering. And so it was using the dog's tail to pull itself up repeatedly. And the dog just stood there and took it, gave it a sniff, gave the baby a lick every now and again. Definitely special, yes. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's right. We have a different layout here. Niece is at that stage. Granted, I only know that through Facebook. Okay, what do we even have in here? We have more ancient seeds. We could plant more ancient seeds. I think we're getting close to that point. Also, instead of the dragon tooth and cinder shard farming, we could definitely do just some wood farming over here. We need to build more preserve jars. We need to build more kegs also. Our house is only half full of kegs. We need the house to be full of kegs. So we need lots of wood for that. Not complaining about golden mystery boxes, that's wonderful. Speaking of which, we might have enough golden mystery boxes, I think, for another magic rock candy. We already have enough for 2 Skull Cavern runs, so we have been being self-sufficient with that. But we haven't had another really good Skull Cavern run in quite a while. It's been a while. We've only been having average ones here lately. So one of these days we will have a really good one. At least I can keep track of them. Right. And, you know, maybe later you'll get back in touch when they get older. I've known quite a few situations like that. Alright. We'll keep chopping trees. We'll just spend whatever extra time we have in the volcano dungeon. I'm trying to remember what I needed to bring here, and I can never get to it. 30 bone shards and 50 cinder shards. Okay. Hey, Fred. There's not a lot of bone shards here. I'm just going to pick up this ginger and then we'll go into the... Yes, they do have bathing suits. Actually, I can't remember if we put that into the Discord or not. There's a really funny one. There's a really funny short showing the the fan community, what the fan community thinks of Harvey, and then it shows Harvey in his bathing suit. Okay, if I freeze it, then it can't come up, can it? There we go. Hey, we got a dragon tooth. Whoops, what just... Okay, this is an interesting level there. I guess I should be killing these guys. We do need them. We need a lot of them. Don't we? We need a lot of them for the monster eradication goals. Didn't even know they had bathing suits. Oh, that's right. You haven't been to Ginger Island yet. Yeah. Yes, they all have bathing suits. They all look fairly silly. All right. This is kind of an annoying level already. But if I recall, I think we still need a couple hundred of these magma guys. All right. Yeah, I think we were at like 100 of 250 or something like that. Looks hard. I don't think I've paid attention in a volcano run. Yeah, it is a bit annoying. Come on, let me go. The lava lurks can be hard to get to. Alright, now we can move on. I can't even hit that guy. I tell you what, let me go ahead and give myself an easy run at this guy. Lurkin' work time. Lots of babies visiting the office. It's crazy in here. Ness is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Ness. We love you. Excuse me 1 second. Had something stuck in my throat there. Alright. If I keep freezing him, then I can't kill him because he's under the lava. There we go. There we go. I want that chance at a dragon tooth. The trinket backfires, absolutely. And then, like with these magma guys, it's been freezing them in the middle of a wall where I can't get to them. Okay, let's keep that going. But eventually it does work. Those lava lurks are hard to chase after no matter, no matter what else is going on. Alright. I don't see any lava lurks. I don't see any... There's some cinder shards. We're kind of working on a lot of things in here. We're doing the cinder shards. We're doing the lava lurks for dragon teeth. We're doing the magma sprites for monster eradication. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the volcano dungeon right now. Was that the only one we needed to step on? No, it was not. But it is 10:30, so home we go. Home we go. Easy and fast. We get to get all cleaned up. Back with Chill Stream Snack. What did you get today? Actually, we got some more wood. Oh, but we do need more coal. Why do I keep fishing? We still can only do 9 because we didn't get more coal. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait until we can make enough to fill that shed. Ah, your last M&S shortbread. With any toppings, any jam. Okay, me and this fish are just not getting along right now. What I really want is seaweed here. The fish are only a small bonus, just on its own. Last one until April 13th. That's what, 3 weeks away? I'm sure you'll make it. There will be other treats. There will be other treats in your future, I'm sure. That's not the only ones you can find. I've actually got some cookies that I'm looking forward to on my next break as well. I've got some, we call them Samoas. They're a little shortbread cookie with caramel, coconut, and chocolate drizzle. They're fantastic. And then I've got some fudge mint grams. Fudge mint graham cookies. Love those. So on my next break here in just a couple minutes, I'm going to scarf a couple cookies of my own. Local M&S is a car ride away, so only go there for the good deals. Yeah. Yes, I have a that Benton Dent grocery store, which is about an hour away. I love going there because they have all the treats. All the treats, and I can get out of there for a fraction of the price of going to an actual grocery store. In this day and age, it is very important that I'm able to get an entire shopping cart completely full to overflowing where things are rolling off the top of it for $150. This definitely helps sustain me. Whoops. Now, it is mostly snack type foods that I get there. So that lasts me a good month or two. But it's not a good place to go for actual everyday groceries. What it does do is it takes care of all of my shelf-stable type goods. And then I'd only have to go to the grocery store for fresh goods. So it saves me loads of money. And I get to have some fancy snacks that I wouldn't otherwise be able to afford. The other side of town, Aldi's is our go-to because it's up the road from us. Usually walk there. That's nice. That's nice. Aldi's is pretty good stuff, actually. I frequented Aldi's when I had one closer to me, but they moved it across to the other side of the town, and now it's a much further drive. But I did find that obviously they're quite cheap. It's good. But also, as part of them being cheap, their recipes are very simple. It's much less complicated. So when they say, let's say it's a salsa, right? It's just a very simple recipe. There's not a lot of excessive stuff in the ingredients list. I appreciated that. Alright, let me adjust the counter. Back down to 17. Yes, it is a good value for the money. I haven't been there in years, since they moved it further away. It was just too far for it to be worth it at that point then. Whoops, no fishing indoors. Alright, that one's done. So now we just need to harvest our eggs today, and we will be done with all of the quests. I'm not going to bother with that other one. And we'll check on Robin. She may be done. I can't remember which day we were on there. Solar panel recipe. Notice no matter where you shop, it'll always cost the same because of the Aldi price match. Oh, good. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Food is just overly expensive. It is going to get worse also. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Stock up on rice and beans. The things that you're going to use a lot of. I say rice and beans because that's what I use a lot of. But stock up on the shelf-stable stuff that you're going to use a lot of. Because food prices will continue to go up for the near future, for the foreseeable near future. I use a lot of rice and beans, so that's what I have a lot of in the house because that's just my base. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. There's that omelet quest is complete. Lizard has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Sir Eggs-a-Lot has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. And Sharptooth has been petted. More worried about petrol. We can go through a tank a day, and if they start capping it, I won't be able to work. It's a significant concern. It's a significant concern. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. We have seen it going up here already, and that affects everything, though. The petrol price affects everything, so expect to see other things go up as well. All right, so we've got a nice. I'm not worried about that Queen's Hungry challenge, so I'm counting our quest log as complete, clear. I mean, we could go do it. We currently have 24 staircases. We could make 75 more staircases. I'm not interested. Excuse me. It is Fish Row Day. And that's going to be a big one, too. That's going to be a big one. Now that we're getting all of this Legend 2 row. Oops. Now that we're getting all of this Legend 2 row, these sheds are going to be pumping out a lot more money than they were. I think actually we're probably pretty close to that million a week now. Between the wine and this new shed, we're probably getting pretty close. 2 aquamarines. We're also getting close to that mango. That mango tree's got to be close. Okay, yes, Robin did finish that. So we do need to get back up to Robin. 2 aquamarines for that quest. Before I forget, they capped it in 2022. You were allowed to spend £10 max. Full tank is 43. Now it's closer to 60. Yeah. You'll have to go to 4 petrol stations to fill it up. At that point, it stops being worth it, right? You have to start saying, well, is it worth it to work at this place that's so far away anymore? 2 aquamarines. And our peaches are now silver quality peaches, so we are going to want to swap those out here very soon. The cave jellies have been a bit of a bonus. I don't really need a ton of them at this point, but it has been a bit of a bonus. The fish seem happy. Alright, so we're moving along. We've got a lot of these quests done. We're going to go ahead up to Robin's to get her on the next fish pond, though. And then we'll handle the rest. We currently have 5 dragon teeth. We're not doing poorly on that. That's actually pretty good. We do have an ad break coming up. For anyone that's not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. I don't want them coming in hot and blowing out your eardrums. So you're not going to miss anything. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to refill my tea. I'm going to grab a cookie. I'm going to go to the bathroom, stretch my legs. So the ads are coming in 10 seconds. Turn down your volume now, and I will see you all in a couple minutes. Alright, everyone should be back. I'm finishing up my cookies here. Hold on one second. Alright. I have plenty, actually, if you want some. I've got fudge grahams and I've got Samoas. They are delicious. They are wonderful. And if you don't know, I will put them... Samoa cookies. Here we go. I have put them in the stream chat. Wow, that is a huge link. But they are delicious. Personally, though, the fudge grahams are plenty for me. But it's a nice treat, and I've got my dandelion root tea here to sip on. Oh yes, hot water bottles all around. Hot water bottles all around. It's probably exactly the same. It's just we call them Samoas here. That's what I'm used to calling them. They are delicious. Uh-oh, Fred is definitely planning some mischief. Okay. Oh, they're being very cute. Excuse me. Actually, before I do that, while I'm thinking about it, let me up the progress meter. 58. 58 out of 101. Okay, so we're going to get her on 59. And we'll just have a little look around. This is about the only way that we can have a look around. Very pretty. All right, so here we go. Yep, we'll just do this. Because we couldn't fit another one to the right of that anyway. And I think Maru, are we maxed with Maru? No, we are not. I thought she was way up there. What the... Oh, okay. We've still got 2 left. Alright, so we do need to keep gifting Maru. We've already given her 2. Question is, do I care if people see my cow hoodie dress, or should I change into something normal? What is normal? Cow hoodie dress sounds fantastic. I bet you'll get plenty of compliments. They remind me of macaroons. I had to Google what they are. Macaroons, in my experience, are like just a pile of coconut with a little bit of flour in it. These are actually cookies with some coconut on top and caramel and chocolate. Yeah, the cow hoodie dress, that sounds awesome. Yes. I bet you'll get tons of compliments on the cow hoodie dress. I'm sure Star Scout would love to see that. Oh, he's not here. Oh, Sebastian, where are you? I don't know. It's a very cute cow dress that has a hoodie with the small ears and horns. Absolutely. Be proud of that. That sounds wonderful. Someone that comes into work in their Uddy PJs at work, so I'll say you go for whatever you're comfy in. Absolutely. The day and age for needing to get dressed up to go shopping is long gone. Long gone. I've just remembered that we have a book here to get, so we're going to head back here and grab that. We're never going to need this. Get a 50% discount on Marlin's item retrieval services. Yes, for me, I'm the stereotypical farm boy. I don't really use pajamas, so as soon as I'm out of bed, I'm in jeans. I'm in jeans, a long sleeve shirt, and boots, and that's really it. Oh, it's bath time. It is bath time right now. They're doing their little routine. It's so funny. Hold on, let me see if I can get a video of it. I'm here with you. I'm just trying to get a video of their bath time routine. They just dunk themselves. They just dunk themselves in the water over and over again. They fall in and then they get back up. And so now I'll have to change the water after. Alright, I think they're done. Okay. Back to Stardew Valley. Yeah, maybe too much skin in public, not a great idea. Oh, Millie, there's no such thing as normal. Normal doesn't exist. Well, I guess you get to see. I guess you get to see if the hate is real, if there is actually a problem. We'll see. Millie, don't worry about being judged. If someone's going to judge you, that's on them. That's not on you. It has no effect on you. There's nothing that it can do to you. Their judging is their own problem. And they do, it hurts them to judge you. But there's nothing that it's going to hurt you. And this actually leads me to the pinned comment of the day. Depression and anxiety are normal human emotions. We all experience them. You are not alone. Anxiety is 100% normal, Millie. It's a normal thing to feel. We all have it. That doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't mean it can get the best of you. All right. Alright, let's get back to work. I was just clearing up the quarry for not really any reason whatsoever, just to keep it clear. We did learn that trees can drop seeds in the quarry, so I want to keep it clear of stones so that the pine tree farm can spread itself. And we do want to go to Clint's and buy coal, and then we can make some preserve jars. Well, hello there, Lewis. All right. Collecting taxes for what? We don't know. We don't know what we're collecting taxes for. We've finished upgrading all of our equipments. There we go. We are now broke. We have 65 gold to our name. But we're making progress. Every time we spend a bunch of money, we're making progress. I must have gotten those from the quarry. Okay. If they're judging you, that's on them. That's a lack of respect for others. Nobody can make you wear, say, do, or behave a certain way. You are your own person. Nobody can tell you what your normal is. So if you're comfy in that beautifully sounding hoodie dress, then wear it. Don't change it to something uncomfy because of others. Absolutely. Collecting taxes for another gold statue. Very likely, I think. Very likely. There's definitely embezzling going on in this town. There's definitely something shady going on in this town. Louis and Pierre just give me the absolute creeps. Alright, so let's just have a look down here. We'll make some pathing. Oh, it's road day again. Already? That was so fast. So it is, so it is. So we'll work on that. That's a lot of money right there. People say it makes the tea creamy, so you'll have to tell if it's true. I'm curious to hear if you find that there's actually any difference whatsoever. I know there is a raging debate. One thing we might want later, we might want that mini shipping bin, just so that we can sell stuff right outside of the sheds, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Here we have already 250,000 right there. 270. This is going to be over 300,000 gold. So we very much are approaching that million gold a week target already. Legend 2. Mutant carp. Angler blobfish. Glacier fish. Okay. Very particular tea rituals. So we'll go ahead and fill this back up, and then we'll start making preserve jars for our other shed. And that will probably take up all of the wood we currently have. We may be at that point where I want to start buying wood from Robin. I would like to try to save all of our gold towards our golden clock. As we are starting to get that income up, we're going to get there pretty soon. It's going to take us a while. Some people ask for the tea bag to stay in for some reason. They say it makes the tea stronger as time goes on. That's true. It can absolutely also make it more bitter. You get different flavors. A builder's tea. The flavor profile changes the longer you leave the tea bag in. Some people prefer it longer, some people prefer it shorter. Some people will try to tell you that one is correct and one is incorrect, but it is a matter of taste. Okay, so let's make our preserve jars. I think in the end the kegs are more profitable, but we need to be working on our fish roe first. Just because that's the challenge. Okay, so also though we need to make, I don't have enough wood for more pathing. Do I have any spare path? I do. Good. Fun fact, each tea bag tastes differently. That is a fun little fact. I I guess they can't be perfectly the same, can they? I would imagine the tea maker, the tea manufacturer, the brand, I would imagine they try very hard to make sure that every tea bag does taste the same. But I could understand if maybe they aren't perfect. Okay, that was enough to do what I needed to do. So here we'll just throw down one outside. We'll put the rest inside. And once we get this filled, which will take a while, then we'll go get that big shed upgrade from Robin. In the meantime, we'll just stick with fish ponds. They each leave a different aftertaste, so I can tell if it's Tetley or PG Tips. Okay, so you are what I would call a connoisseur then. I think it's fair to say you are a tea connoisseur. We are going to want the Junimo chests. Hate Tetley, Yorkshire. Yes, I still need to try the Yorkshire. I need to find it. And we've already done the expensive ones here, so that is way more than enough what I just grabbed. Yorkshire tea travels with you. All right. I like that. You know exactly what you want, so it goes with you everywhere. Actually, you know what? It is time, I think, to just get rid of this. To just get rid of this farm. We're going to be coming in here with fish ponds very soon. All of our farming can move to Ginger Island. We don't need to have anything here. Junimo chests, you can buy them with queen gems. And all the Junimo chests in the game are the same chest. You can just open them from different locations. So for the fish row, I'm definitely going to want Junimo chests outside of each shed so that I can just put row in whichever one I'm closest to and still access it from the other one. So we will be getting those. And here we can just head back. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing right now. I'll just place that pathing down somewhere, like the ender chest in Minecraft. For those of you that play Minecraft, that might be helpful information. Perfect. Alright, still waiting on that mango. It's got to be close though, right? It's got to be close. And then we'll just fish until we pass out for some seaweed, and we might as well do it over here. Oh, and I've got a fish until we pass out to add. There we go. Okay. 2 more. 3 more. 21. 22. Okay, thank you, Shannon. Thank you. Mango doesn't grow. Counter was getting too low. Thank you. Mango doesn't grow until summer. Mango grows every day of the year when it's in the greenhouse. I've got a banana and a mango here in the greenhouse. So, just waiting. Just waiting. Every tree in the greenhouse produces fruit every day of the year. It is a massive cheat code. I don't ever bother to plant fruit trees outside of the greenhouse because of that. No more sleep. Once is enough. I don't even bother to plant trees outside the greenhouse. Alright, fishing off the map. And we're very close to Grandpa's judgment here. Yeah, no, I didn't plant it outside. You could say having a greenhouse is fruitful. You could say that. That was a good one. Applause. I think that deserves a quote. I think that one's good enough. I think that one deserves a quote. Oh, nice. Coal. There you go. Quote 27. Add it to the list. I don't know. I thought it was kind of fruity. Ooh. Ooh. Good one, Millie. There are a couple of my quotes in there, but I don't know what all of them are. Well, we know what number 22 is. 22 is poo. Wow, that's one way to remember it. A rhyming mnemonic. You know, maybe I should purposefully be fishing closer to shore, actually, to get more seaweed. Maybe I should be. Just fish in the corner here. We still need... Oh, no. Catch the fish. Don't bounce off the bottom. We still need a couple hundred seaweed, so I should be maximizing how I get it. I think if I fish closer to shore, we'll get more trash, we'll get more seaweed. This squid, I'm assuming, is giving me a lot of trouble. Just have it on a post-it. Oh, another Star Drop tea. And fish tacos for Carolyn. $27 has been added to said post-it. Why am I changing direction to fish there? I don't know why. I'm not sure that there's much useful we can get from regular fishing chests, but I still have to get them. Hey, coal. I won't complain about coal. Okay, that's what we get from regular fishing chests. The best impression. Very nice, very nice. It is indeed getting late, game. Thank you. Thank you for the announcement. We do have one more week until... Oh, I missed it. We do have one more week until Grandpa's judgment. Getting close. At this point, it doesn't really matter. A little bit of iridium ore here and there isn't going to make that much of a difference. I remember my first playthrough, my first farm, I got that statue, and I wasn't even that far in the Skull Caverns yet anyway. So that statue was the only way that I was able to upgrade my tools. I was so thankful for that. How do you fish in a different direction to reach bubbles that are not straight on? I've seen how others been like, right. So what you do is you throw out your fishing line to the correct distance, and then you play on PC, right? And then you hit WASD, your movement keys. You just hold down one of them, whichever one you're trying. Let's say we're trying to hit that tree, so I'm just going to hold up, or I'm going to hold left now. See? That's it. It's not as much skill as you think. It's really just throw it the correct distance and hold down the button. 350 from that row day. Very nice, very nice. Down to 21. Hey birds. Hey birds. Slowly but surely drying off. Oh, it's wine day. So we're gonna be up close to 1 million already. I think we are pretty much hitting that 1 million a week mark already. We've got crops ready in the greenhouse. We'll have crops ready on Ginger Island. Learned how to cook bruschetta. You just hold it the whole time. Yep. Just hold it the whole time. I think it only matters after you're casting it, but I just hold it down the entire time until the bobber hits the water, and then I let go. It's hard on. I can imagine it's hard on Switch. That's why I asked if she was on PC, because I don't know how to do it on a console controller. Like how we used to idle around 10-ish, now we idle at 20. Yeah, right. That's why once we get towards the end of the challenge, I'm going to have to turn that. I'll have to turn that redeem off when it looks like we are approximately however many days from the end, so that we can actually get it back down to 0 and people aren't wasting their acorns on pass out days that are never going to happen. We'll have to do some maths. Oh, we got billed 6 gold to pick us up. How about that? Do hate when people give you a tip but don't explain how to do it. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. It took me a while to figure it out as well, for that exact same reason, that no one was specific enough with their instructions. But I did figure it out. And it does come in handy sometimes. Not a lot. It doesn't come in handy too terribly often. But every once in a while, it sure does. Okay, and today is Sunday, and we might want to go get staircases today, actually. We could do with having a stack of 100 staircases. And actually, if we do go get staircases today, we could finish this. I'm not a huge fan of that playstyle, but I would love those queen gems. I sure would. Yeah, I want to put that fish taco in here with the other one. Sat there like, okay, there's bubbles just out of reaching distance in the mountain, and I know I need the keys, but it never seemed to work. Yeah, that was how it went for me. I did finally figure it out, though. Professor. Welcome in, Professor, and thank you for the fish till we pass out. Back up to 22. How's it growing? Alright, we'll do our morning chores. And then we'll do a silly Skull Cavern run today. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. Currently double hugging my own stream and being here, Professor. What the heck? Millie, also I can't go out with my cow hoodie dress. I noticed I spilled something on it, so need to wash it. Well, that is disappointing news. That is disappointing news. The cow hoodie dress sounded just wonderful. Alright, let's pet our coop animals. Chickadee has been petted. Sir Exilot has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Dark Duck Vader has been petted. And Ribbits has been petted. I almost called her Darkwing Duck. It has been a long time since I even thought about Darkwing Duck. I wonder where that came from. I could not tell you the last time I even thought about Darkwing Duck. Wasn't super noticeable. It's white. Want to make sure it stays as white as possible. Yes, yes, yes. I think maybe you just needed that personal excuse to send you over the edge to change out of it. I understand. I understand. Alright, almost. We're very close to the pomegranates. We're very close to the pomegranates, and it is very close to 11 o'clock also. The dog has arisen. We'll do this crazy skull cavern run. No. Well, at least you found a good logical reason, though. You now have a good logical reason why you're not wearing it out. I'm just kidding with you. I'm just kidding with you. Absolutely. You want to get the stains out. You don't want it to set. Not the precious cow dress. 5 mixed seeds and a periwinkle. We've got a lot of squid ink. Whoops, under construction. No, I'm just joking with you. Of course you want to keep the cow dress nice and pretty. So what was it? A periwinkle and 5 mixed seeds. The mutton emotes are really well done, honestly, really well done. She's the only one that I've seen that actually uses her face as the emotes. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Alright, so 5 mixed seeds and a periwinkle, which we don't actually have a lot of. We might want to start harvesting the the cheese. Oh my gosh, the cheese. We might want to start harvesting our river crab pots for a bit. Alright. Actually, now that we know that we can't put more fish ponds here, I wonder if we could fit a couple obelisks here around that entrance without being blocked in. Yeah. Yeah, I love those. They're fantastic. So I think we just go actually do this. That's interesting how that turned out. We want the jades, and we want the staircases that we have. Cheese emotes are iconic. I will be sad when the sub ends. Yes, the cheese is... I love those. Especially the giggles. It's like the best mischievous giggle emote that I've seen. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we continue. I think we just go down to floor 100 and then call it a day and come back and do what we have to do. I don't think we actually do anything else other than this. To be fair, I really need to get over to Ginger Island as well, so hopefully we can do this rather quickly. This is all we're doing. We're just going to head on down to floor 100 so that we don't have to eat. That's good. That is good stuff. Yeah, we should get down there pretty quickly, and we'll have plenty of extra. What did that guy have in him? Yes, I can see how much you're going to miss those cheeses. See, this is super boring, right? Like, this is not really how I want to play the game, but we are making very fast progress. Whoops. Alright, I need to not do that too many times. Has a lot of cheese to choose from. We are making very fast progress. We've made it 50 floors in basically 1 hour of game time. I want to try the whole pause buffering thing just to see how that works. I'm not good at this stuff. But one of the things we can do, maybe not in this run, but later on in a different type of run, maybe the mining run or something like that, is start the day by doing 100 or 200 staircases and then start, you know, just wait until we're down a couple hundred floors to even start the Skull Cavern run. Hey, I won't complain about another crystallarium. We're just here for the Queen Quest, though. I have no other agenda here. I want to get down to floor 100 and then get over to Ginger Island. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Shadows on a roll. Whoops. Not sure why it didn't go in front of me there. There we go. We got our queen gems for completing that quest. Very nice, very nice. So you know what? We've got some cherry bombs. I'll at least bomb one floor. And then we'll go harvest our ancient fruit and make our money. There any cheese you like. Can't be too cheesy. I guess be rather grating. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just need to go home. We just need to go home and then put a crystallarium in. I think that marks where the spouse room starts. Oh my gosh. So many notifications. Excuse me. Okay. Staircases go back and we still have plenty. So now we go over to Ginger Island and you know what we could do? We bring bone fragments and cinder shards. Oh, I think it was 100 for that recipe. So we don't have that yet. But we'll just bring it. We'll just bring it. And that way, maybe if we do a little bit of volcano dungeon. Maybe if we do a little bit of volcano dungeon, we can get all of the recipes from the island trader and just have that over with. So we just need to harvest our ancient fruit first. We're going to swap out our wine kegs. That's going to be a lot of money. That one fell on the floor there last time as well. Ended up staying there for a whole week. Popped in to give Professor some love. Alright. Ginger Island is harvested. I think we'll go look for some cinder shards. If we can come up with 15 cinder shards, we can get both of the recipes from the island trader. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, yep. At least you weren't pooping in. Oy, oy, oy. Everybody's got the poop on the brain. Oh, we've got a lava lurk here. No, I need... he's gonna be... I need him to not be frozen down there. Oh no. Okay, he's frozen up though. That's good. Okay, that was weird. Spawning in all the way on the side of the map. There are some cinder shards over there. This is an annoying map. Alright, that's 3 cinder shards. I'm not seeing many others, but these guys will drop them. Okay. Jeez, this is a lot of lava rivers here. Yes, it's really annoying, isn't it? There we go. And I see a dragon tooth right on the floor. We've been getting so lucky. I think we've gotten 4 of them just right off the floor. No, the cheese won't hurt him. Alright, any cinder shards over here? No. And what are we at? 94, just 6 more. And then we can check that off the list. Throw the cheese. Maybe it might work, right? Need to do my bottomless watering can, yeah. Yeah, that's the one we have not done that yet. We haven't done the hoe or the watering can yet. Not the cheese. Anything but the cheese. I'm not... Oh, there's some over there, and then we're good to go. Oh gosh, I hope that was the only button I needed to press. No, here's another one. Okay, and the door is open. Nice. So we can go ahead and head back out. And go get those recipes, and that's just one less thing we need to worry about leaving behind. I did write that down. We already have all the golden walnuts. We don't even need to solve that puzzle for any reason. I'm just accustomed to writing it down when I see it. Okay, so, excuse me. So, oh, it was only 50. There we go. So we have all of the recipes, but the puzzle is fun. Well, fair enough. So all of the recipes are done. I'm never paying 5 dragon teeth for a banana sapling. You can get right out of here. The 75 mussels for the mango sapling, that's not so hard. Okay. We still need to find the last 2 journal scraps, which I think the best method is just chopping trees and fighting things in the dungeon. So we're already doing those things. We will eventually find the last notes. Simon says, yeah, it can be a bit frustrating. I can usually get it in a couple tries, though. It might take me 4 or 5 tries, but I can usually get it at some point without too much pain. Okay, so the bones and the cinder shards go back in there. And we are ready to swap out our wine. I think that should be enough fruit to do it. Oh, and our raccoon stuff is done as well. So I believe this was 500,000 gold. Excuse me, something like that. Something like 500,000 gold. So combined with the 2 sheds now, we should be pretty close to about 1 million gold a week. The sheds are producing every, I think, 4 days. So there's going to be some weeks where they produce twice. Do you age it or no? No, I do not age it. Obviously, that would be more gold. And we're not at the point yet where we need the cellar. But the per day gold income from kegs is way higher than the per day gold income from casks. So instead of aging, we're just going to be filling the cellar with more kegs. Because that will be more income, that will be more profit. Rather than aging, we'll just fill the cellar with more kegs. Because you double the value of the fruit, actually maybe more than double the value of the fruit. So the ancient fruit is averaging around 900 gold per fruit from the base to iridium quality fruit. So we're averaging actually more like 800 gold per fruit. The wine sells for 2,300 gold per fruit. So actually it's 3 times the value of the fruit is 1 week in a keg. But then it takes 2 months to double the value of the wine. So we can be tripling the profit of the fruit in 1 week with kegs. It would take 2 more months to double that again. So the per day amount, and I can do the math on it, 2310 minus 800 divided by 7. So that per day for the kegs, we're making 215 gold per day profit by making ancient fruit wine in the kegs. But then the casks are only making 40 gold per day by aging it. So if we fill that space with kegs, we're just making more money. More money per tile that we spend, per day that we spend doing it. And a lot, like not even just a little bit, a lot more money per day. Per keg. And that adds up very quickly. Yeah, about 500,000. Okay, I'm just going to snooze these ads because we'll be raiding out soon enough anyway. We are well after 11 o'clock. The dog is getting very antsy. I'm going to take this stuff down to the raccoon, and then we'll fish till we pass out, I guess. Taking notes. Yeah, sometimes the math is worth doing. Sometimes the math is worth doing. Alright, it is very late, but I do want to get this done. We'll get to a body of water and we'll fish till we pass out. Aha, I did it right. I remembered the correct thing to do. Oh yay, we got carrot seeds. Okay, so I think we don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to do the raccoon quests anymore. He's just now cycling back through the things we already did. We've completed everything there, and in a week we'll get Grandpa's blessing, hopefully, and also the fat bear, the trash bear, will appear at the bottom of Cindersap Forest. We can go ahead and complete that too. I don't think that affects perfection at all, but it's always nice to clean up the valley, you know? It always feels nice to get the valley cleaned up, and especially the dog yard in town. It feels nice to have that dog yard cleaned up. All right. So let me go ahead and do the fish till we pass out. Back down to 21. And then we'll just have our little walk. And we'll take our screenshot. And we'll find a friend. Alright, we are making progress. And Robin did in fact finish that next one. So that goes up to 59. Okay, so I'm going to take the screenshot down here. I'm going to stand with our new stuff. We now have a second shed, 59 fish ponds. I have cleared out the farming area. We are ready for more fish ponds here. We're going to do all of our farming on Ginger Island from now on for our cooking and shipping quests. Yes, it's going very well. It is going very well. So we'll put our obelisks up in this space here. Our teleporting obelisks, so that because we can't fit fish ponds here anyway. So we'll move this one to make room for more fish ponds. I think we're gonna be set. I think we're gonna be set. We'll put a third shed down at the bottom. I think we'll still get there. So I'll go ahead and look for a friend. Does anyone know if Professor's going to be on for much longer? Because we could go see Professor. It would be nice. To be fair, I don't think we've ever raided out to Professor from here. Yes, perfect. Perfect. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go see Professor. Professor is a wonderful human. And he's playing Minecraft at the moment. Cozy stream today. He even says it right there. It's in creative mode. So he's having a nice cozy stream. So we're going to go over and see him. So I need to remember to copy my own raid message. Ashy's still lurking, by the way. We'll come in with the raid. All right. All right. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate you. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will not be back after lunch. And I will also not be back tomorrow. I'm going to be spending some family time. So have a wonderful day today. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Love you folks.